You're struggling with steering because you've got a lack of function in one or both of your arms? Well, sometimes you will need to go for a electronic spinner knob. It's got all the electronic controls in it that would normally be on your indicator and windscreen wiper stalks. However, if you've got partial function in your arms, we might need to go there, because we have got a little adaptation over here on the right hand side. And what that is it's an indicator extension. If you've lost function in your right arm and it can't steer anymore, potentially a brachial plexus type of issue, some kind of shoulder reconstruction, the shoulder's struggling to steer, maybe it's a stroke and you haven't got the power in that arm up in the what we call the proximal area, the closest to your shoulder. Maybe the strength isn't there to spin the steering wheel anymore. You've still got strength in one arm, especially your left arm in this case. We can steer with the left arm, nice and strong, with a spinner knob. But with this indicator extension, we can use the armrest and just put the indicators on using our fingertips and our wrist function. So if you've got a shoulder injury, this might be the thing that's good for you. You can also go forward with high beam, flashing there, putting the high beam on, and it's all in the wrist here. We could put windscreen wipers, we could put electronics down here, but this of course is going to be a cheaper option than setting up all of the electronics in the car. For your windscreen wipers, if you can hold the steering wheel stable for a little bit, we can reach up and put the windscreen wipers on. Why can't you put your indicators on normally? Well, because sometimes your hand's going to be halfway around the steering wheel and you can't reach your indicators. Okay, so that's why a spinner knob's really important. You don't want to be taking your hand off and reaching through the steering wheel. That's really dangerous. If you hit a pothole, a kid runs out in front of you, a dog runs out in front of you, that's really dangerous. So we want to be looking at the safest way possible. This way here, we can put our indicators on extremely easily. That's the main function you're going to do, especially in South Australia where it's a drier state. Maybe in Sydney and Queensland or places like that, you might need a bit more windscreen wipers, and we would look at that and assess that. But here in South Australia, driest state, driest continent, in the driest country in the world, maybe we don't need the windscreen wipers as much, but you do need to clear your windscreen every now and again. You do need to do that, so making sure that we can stabilize the steering wheel to be able to get to the windscreen wipers, or repositioning the spinner knob so it's a little bit closer for those occasions that you might need it. But of course you can put your windscreen wipers on at traffic lights, turn them off at traffic lights, adjust them at traffic lights. You can't always do that while you're driving for your indicator. So indicator function is really important. If you want to know more, if it's the right setup for you, if you want to know more about any of the controls that we've got available here for you to test out, make sure you get in contact with Williams OT, and we'll see you on the road real soon. Stay safe for now. Bye.